and welcome back. Jumping right in, starting with my concealer. I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Concealer. It's in the shade W12. Just going to take a couple dabs of that underneath the eyes. First, I'm going to start out blending with my finger, just taking my ring finger, just so I'm not applying a lot of pressure and creating wrinkles and dragging my skin. I'm just going to dab that into my skin, and to finish off and extra perfect it, I'm just going to go in with my blending sponge to make sure that my concealer is absorbed into my skin and concealing the circles that I'd like to not have appear on my face. And then onto the other side as well. For my face, I went with a light coverage using the Mary Kay CC cream. It's in the shade Very Light. If you choose to have a more medium to heavy coverage, you can use a different product or use more of the product just to cover more, but I've really been digging a light coverage, so I'm just going to take a few dabs of that all over my face, and I'm using my Real Technique stipple brush just to blend that all over my face. Next, I'm using my Mary Kay translucent powder, and I'm just going to use that to set the foundation and concealer that I just put on. So using this big fluffy powder foundation brush, I'm just going to pat that all over my face. And for the eyes, per usual, using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, just going to take the tiniest little dab here and blend that all over my eyelid. Now I'm going in with my Lorac Pro 2 palette. First shade I'm selecting is light brown. Just going to take this fluffy brush, load it up, and put that on the crease. And for the other side as well. Now I'm taking this flat shader brush, and I'm going to load this up with the color Nectar, and I'm going to be sweeping this across my lid. Now I'm taking the color Plum, and I'm just going to load up my fluffy brush and put that on the crease as well, just to intensify the eyeshadow that I already have on. Jacked it up a little, but I'm just gonna gonna try and wipe off what I didn't like and go from there. Sorry it's out of frame. I was like really in the zone doing my makeup and I wasn't really paying attention, so sorry about that, guys. And for the eyebrow highlight, I'm using the color Buff. Just gonna load that on my flat shader brush and put that right on my brow bone. For my eyeliner, I'm using this NYC liquid eyeliner. It's in the shade Black. And I just really, for this one, I found it was easier to do more of a pointed, dramatic cat eye because it has such a pointed tip. So that's why I kind of decided to try something new. So I'm just going to do, I'd say it's a semi-dramatic cat eye. And I'm going to line my upper lid as well. I'm not going to do the bottom lid because I want to keep that clean. Well, I'm going to go back in with some shadow, but for the most part, I don't want it super dramatic with like a black liner. And sorry, I keep going in and out of frame. Like I said, I was really in the zone doing my makeup, so I was more paying attention to getting it done as opposed to showing you what it is that I'm doing, which is kind of the whole purpose of this. Anywho, onto my lashes. I'm just going to curl them, and then I'm using my Maybelline the Colossal Volume Express, and I'm just going to load up my lashes with that. And onto the other side. Now I'm going back with that same plum shade, and I'm just going to use an angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to smoke out my lash line with that plum color. And then I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes as well. And now for the inner corner highlight, I'm using my NYX Jumbo pencil in the shade Yogurt, and I'm just gonna put that in my inner corner just as a highlight, like I said. And then for my contour, I'm actually super excited to use this. I just got this palette, the Shade Light Kat Von D contour palette. I'm using the color Shadow Play, and I'm just going to etch out my cheeks, and I'm using my Real Techniques angled brush. So once I hollow out my cheeks, I'm going to blend upwards so that the excess product will be in the zone as to where I'm going to put my blush, so it'll kind of blend together with everything. So once I have it etched, I'm just, like I said, blending upwards so that color will be in my targeted blush range. And then I went in with that same shade on my, I'm drawing a blank here, my blush brush. And I'm just gonna contour the sides of my forehead with that. So going in with my NYX Bake Blush, it's in the color Foreplay. I'm just gonna sweep that over top of the contour shade just to pinken up my cheeks. Now for my lip liner, I'm going in with my Milani pencil. I believe this is in the shade Cocoa. I'm not certain. Everything will be listed in the description box below, but I think it's in the color Cocoa. So I'm just going to line and fill in my lips with that pencil. Now I'm going in with my Milani. It's one of the matte shades. It's in the color Confidence. And I'm going to go over top the lip liner that I just put on. And now to unveil my hair, I'm just going to unbraid it. I didn't know what else to do with it. It was looking kind of crazy the night before, so I figured I'd braid it up just to get it super perfect looking. Just kind of styling it because sometimes it has a tendency to look a bit too separated. So that is the completed look. This is my 90s inspired look. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs it up, comment below, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you lovelies in my next video.